This is all about the Bassman compact spinnerbait. So Bassman is one of my favorite companies when it comes to spinnerbaits. I like trying to find those baits that are kind of off the beaten path and have a cool story behind them, especially ones that catch a lot more fish than most of their competition. And that happens to be a very, very true statement about this little gem right here. Bassman's out of Australia. Glenn and Sue hand build these spinnerbaits in Australia using high quality components. What I would say the biggest feature to a Bassman spinnerbait to me so far is you get the performance of a really high-end expensive spinnerbait, but you get the durability that you have a hard time finding in a lot of quality spinnerbaits. Most of the time, to get really good action out of your spinnerbait, they go to lighter wire hooks or really light wire spinnerbaits so that the blades thump more and it can trigger those bites, but you tend to break your spinnerbaits more often. We hear that a lot on a lot of fishing forums, and when you just talk to anglers in general, that one of the knocks of spinnerbait fishing, if you do it a lot, is you burn through a bunch of spinnerbaits. The Bassman ones are premium spinnerbaits. I mean that. They have a great reputation of lasting a long time. They're tough as nails. They come with heavy duty hooks in them. So you can fish these on pretty heavy duty tackle, even though this particular one's a little compact version, which is my favorite one. It's even got a little turtle blade on it. I think they call it a mag willow in this version. There's obviously a bunch of names for some of these different style blades. But this one's kind of a mix between a willow blade and a Colorado blade, hence the mag willow, because it's fatter than a traditional willow blade would be. It's a different look that fish haven't seen a lot. There probably isn't a bait on planet Earth that a bass has seen more than a spinnerbait, right? It's the oldest bait I can think of, maybe next to a spoon, that artificial lures that people have been throwing in front of our freshwater species. This one is a nice new little flare on it. They shrunk up the size to make it a little compact package that actually matches up more like most of the forage bases our bass feed on. Little shad, little perch, little bluegill, like in this particular one here, a brim or a bluegill, however you say it. This is about the size of an average bluegill that a bass forages on. They usually aren't eating the big giant ones. Sometimes you see those tails in their throats and you know that was an aggressive bass, but a lot of times you see them cough up those small ones that are about the same size as this. Their spinnerbait here in the compact one does feature a little keeper on it, so if you do want to run some sort of small trailer on it, like a little miniature fluke or a split tail grub or something like that, that you want to add a little attractant to the back of it, you can do that. You can add a trailer hook to it if you have confidence in using a trailer hook. I feel like my hookup ratio goes up with just a traditional plastic trailer on it. I don't necessarily need a trailer hook. I think they get the bait a little better. And this hook right here, you can boat flip them with. It's such a good hook. It's a quality VMC hook that they put in these that you can run heavy line with. I even have some friends that rip these through grass with braided line. Typically with a spinnerbait, if you use braided line, you're gonna bend this wire out or bend a hook out or just miss a whole bunch of fish. But that's a cool advantage to fishing this little spinnerbait, is you could fish it with heavy line. You don't gotta worry about wrecking it. You're not forced to run soft rods and soft line, but if you do want to, you still have a compact little spinnerbait to get you lots of bites. This is a little limit getter here, and it also is a kicker fish getter. So cool bait here from Bassman spinnerbaits and their compact spinnerbait.